The first thing that you need to do is use a rolled flower, either made from felt or paper, and I have tutorials on how to do both of those either on Jump Rope or on my YouTube channel if you need some help getting started. First, you need to cut 3 pieces of floral wire that are roughly the same length. They don't have to be perfect, but you do want them to be close. I use wire cutters to do this so that I don't ruin my scissors, but if you are using floral wire, it's thin enough that you can probably use scissors in a pinch. You need to bend about the top inch or so of each piece of wire in 3 different directions. Then you're going to take the 3 pieces of wire and sort of twist them together the best that you can. You're going to put them together with floral tape in the next step, but if you can keep them combined in that step, it does make it a little bit easier. So next you're going to use floral tape to tape the 3 pieces of wire together. You're going to start at the top just below the 3 pieces that you just bent outward, and then you're going to move down toward the bottom, just pulling them together and kind of rolling them tightly. If you get tangled up like I do there, you can always cut your tape off, start a little bit above where you were before, and then keep on wrapping. You're going to wrap down below, like go a little further than the tips of your wire so that the ends of your wires are not exposed. And then at bare minimum, you want to go back up one more time. You might even want to go down the stems a second time to make a total of 3 layers of tape. It just depends on your preferences and how thick you want your stem to be. Flip your flower over so you can begin to glue the stem to the flower. So the easiest way that I have found to do this is to put a pretty good sized dab of hot glue in the center of the flower first, and then you're able to push the wires down into that hot glue. Then before you do anything else, you need to let that glue set and almost completely dry. Next, you need to trim away any pieces of wire that are sticking out from your flower. So since I have such tiny flowers, I have quite a bit sticking out, but these 3 pieces of wire will really help support bigger flowers if you have bigger flowers on the stem. Then if you do have any wire left over that's not covered in hot glue, you want to try to glue those to the bottom of the flower a little bit to help support the flower and keep it from tipping. The last step is totally optional, but if you decide you want to cut some cardstock leaves, make sure they have a little bit of a flap that can be taped to the stem using floral tape. Then you can choose, after looking at your flower, if you want to do any more wrapping and make the stem any thicker and sturdier, but otherwise you're all done.